Yeah, so you can now hear me, right? Okay, cool. That's all right. Thank you. I was saying that when you look at what we have here, Euro GBP overall, this is what I'm saying here, falling wedge. Okay, and so we know how falling wedge works, the trend, and it is likely that the price would like to shut down here, and we may see price push. Having said that, in the channel, you remember the forecast we mentioned that this territory right here of 83, 90 zones. Sort of, if we have a breakout, we may be seeing price pushing to the upside, but I don't see that happening now. So you're looking at the short-term sentiment. I'm looking at the bigger picture here that we are in a falling wedge. So therefore, it's likely that price may just come back and retest. However, the other reason why price might have taken that approach is because of what we saw with GBP losing strength, plus the budget that came out may have not been suitable for investors. So that create panic and or sort of stability of what we may be looking at for next week and for the USD fundamental coming today. So that fundamental PCE, I believe, we use the fundamental coming will dictate GBP fate for a bit of pushback to the upside because we still have correction at the bottom of GBP USD. But right now, Euro is stronger. So Euro is stronger than GBP, which give Euro GBP the opportunity to extend value, yet still trapped inside that falling wedge. So I'm considering that there may be a continuation to the downside. So this area is a strong resistance level where we can now detect that whatever happens today will determine if stop loss will be hit or price will continue to decline. But based on what I'm looking at here, I believe this may just be a retest of this and we may push down. And if we push higher, so that is why my stop loss will be here. So I'm looking at taking around 0.5% as my stop loss here. 0.5% will 0.55% will be my stop loss area. And I'm targeting, of course, the target that we mentioned in the channel. So that will be my target for swing trade. Yeah, but I'll be looking at possible intraday later, if possible, the USD. So I'm using an aggressive approach now for a pot that price may continue to decline. So if I see that sentiment today, although if it's not the long candlesticks, I might take intraday um, entries. Yeah. I believe USD may go a bit on the sell-off today. I, the way I'm looking at it, the market may want to give that, except if we have a surprise package towards the election coming up. But based on what I have here, I believe we may have. And the most dangerous side of it is that when I switch my screen, the most dangerous side of it is that I wouldn't be surprised if we see a massive sell on Euro GBP to the downside during this fundamental. I wouldn't be surprised. And I am saying that if we have that opportunity and we see that, um, even though the sell off, um, let me give a description of what this may look like. If okay, so if we have price trading below here, don't wait for too much of retest. I mean, bigger retest. The momentum will smash our TP that we mentioned below, and for the next few trading days, we may be having continuation sales, right? Or let's say before the election. The only thing that may slow Euro GBP down is the election, and so even if that we have a sell off and price, trade below um, 83 um, 01 price zone, then we may see a slowdown. But based on regardless, there is election or not, I will be anticipating on a sell-off still after today. Don't expect a retest. And if it's going to be a retest, it may just be a short one and after that. But if there is one and that retest is valid or price just hold, then probably it's because of the election. So we may decide to start shutting our trade down when it's nearing the election. But if price continue to push every day, and specifically from Monday, I won't be surprised if we have some push tomorrow too. If that is if price chooses to trade towards or trade below 83 or close below 83.10 today. That's Euro GBP. And so therefore that applies to um, Euro USD pushing higher, NZ USD. I expect them to push higher. In fact, today, yeah. So I look forward to that momentum. The only difference is that we have weakness, and price was very weak today. But I do understand the concept that we have here that we may push um, higher to the upside. Excuse me. I'm going to switch back. Is there any question that we would like to attend to? I think I'm a bit I'm free from what I'm doing now. Please let me know if you do have one. So this session, um, there is no need to rush with my entries. And what I'll be focusing on today is mostly the momentum. So very soon I would be, in 10 minutes time, I'll be looking at some pairs. Um, and what I'll be doing is preparing where I believe price will be, pushing towards the end, because even though we have um, Chicago PMI coming up and later, but there is a possibility of a Canadian fundamental coming up and the US coming up together in an hour time. So I want to make sure I'm ready within that time, because we're going to be seeing some price dropping and probably reversing. So at the time that the Chicago PMI comes out, um, I suspect that the Chicago PMI might become negative. So that may increases the volatility and give Euro, AUD, NZD, in fact GBP, including gold itself, to push higher. So I'm looking at something like that. Maybe what we're gonna have soon. So should you see the opportunity, you know what to do. As I'll be switching to high frequency trading. So from other computers, so you may not be able to witness what I'll be doing behind the scene. But before then, I may be able to explain a bit more of what, of course, you remember what we're looking forward to on gold based on our previous analysis. So everything still stands. We have this target below, and we have the target that we're looking forward to above. So if price come down, maybe retesting that territory and maybe push up, but I'm not expecting it to break to yesterday high or today. So, and if it does break it, then maybe we may be seeing some push higher. Um, well, high frequency trading, mostly people consider it as um, using algorithms, which is going to place in multiple trades for you at the same time during the volatility. It works based on that. However, there are also manual high frequency trading as well that some professional considered. So, for example, um, when you have, if you look at my chart here, this is another traditional method that I know. And there could be other methods as well, but in just a basic way, if you look at my chart this way, I may have like different bunch of um, chart. And so let's go to let me switch to MetaTrader, and maybe I'll be able to help you with MetaTrader possibly to understand what I'm talking about here. Um, yeah. You see how MetaTrader is right here. So you see here, you can just click on this. So why the market is moving in volatility, and the other screens, or same here as well, just right here. All I need is to just see the bars only, and you can be pressing buy and sell. Why my management algorithm is managing it and behind the scene. So I know already what loss size I'm using, but the moment I place buy or sell, my management already know where to put the stop loss because it has been instructed that way. So we can use that traditional method as well. So I don't have to worry about managing the trade. In fact, I don't have to worry about break even or close back profit. Yeah, but I'm looking at it my other screen, and I'm seeing the pairs. They are moving towards the targets that I want to, or reversal entries, or I am seeing that price increasing value. I can just jump in buy, and my algorithm will be trailing for me immediately as I've instructed it to do. Yeah. Or it could just be automation only, and just let the AI do its thing and focus on that. Yeah. But most likely the institutions they use that high frequency trading. So most of the time during the fundamentals, you may be. I consider that to be algorithms trading most of the time around that period. Yeah. So we use that to also place trades like this when there's volatility in the market. So we retail trader, we develop our own method to of using high frequency trading. So I'm gonna switch back to C trader. Well, the reply is amen, of course. The reply is amen. Yeah, when I'm on trading floor, I do that. But you don't have to. You cannot hear me speaking that moment. Yeah. So when you are stationed around me, then most likely you will witness that sometimes when I'm actually on the trading floor trading. And what do you mean by Saiyan mode? Tell me. Well, in a short time, yes, we could have something like that. Yes, it is likely that GJ may want to buy, but based on what we have here, uh, this price has been advancing for a while right now, okay, and gotten to a level where I say that there is a sell, okay. So when you consider short term, now it may be just within these parameters you're talking about, then I get it, okay. We may get a spike, yes, but I do believe that we are looking at a sell trade here today. So what I'm looking forward to is to see how we can grab the opportunity. I placed some trades before on JPYs, but I shot few of them down quickly because I preferred to wait a bit longer. Yeah, I went too early in those trades, so I'm waiting a bit, and so I can be able to jump on and sell trade because uh, the JPY fundamental that came out, I think it wasn't that um, uh, okay, and we're having a breakout, and this is a retest coming up now from all the JPYs. So we need continuation today. Yeah, we need continuation. So what I'm looking at here could be possible um, continuation with most of the JPYs. And yet, I'm not expecting um, JPY to push uh, higher than yesterday high. Yet, it is possible that GJ can do that. GJ may push to yesterday high and come back down today and close below. So that is why I want to pay attention to it so that when tomorrow comes or overnight, I am going to be placing loads of trades here in that. So what I was expecting to happen last night may be shipped to tomorrow or tonight, I would say. That's what I'm expecting. And I would like to take the advantage, even if it's just only one day, Friday. Yeah. So probably maybe Christmas can come early. Well, one Christmas already came early. Um, this September, this October was a good month. So hopefully another one can come early. Yeah. So currently I have because I closed all of my trade and I entered new trades. So currently I'm in Brent oil. I'm in for a buy trade. I'm in fresh new UK 100 trades. Yeah, even though I know that there is a possibility that UK 100 may be decreasing in value, but also at the same time we do have a demand below that UK 100 may be targeting and could reverse. So I'm in Euro CHF again. So, so what I'm looking at today is USD card. Of course, I am looking at GBP AUD. GBP. I am also looking at GBP NZD. I'm also looking at EUR GBP. So of course the major pairs are NZD USD, AED USD, and Euro USD. I'm not too curious about GBP USD, and because GBP USD haven't got into my area of reversal, as I've mentioned repeatedly. So it is very important to understand that I'm looking at that territory. Uh, but if I see intraday GBP USD, I am going to take it. The situation we have here is that during this time we may see just a huge candlesticks, right? And that is why I don't want to. I prefer to enter aggressive and allow price to hit my stop loss. And you know the formula that I am way below. Um, Now I can my 1% can be around 900 plus. Yeah. So, but yet I am using my lot size is still around, well, very low lot size I'm using. So that give me uh, to see if I can grab some, if I see some opportunities that may look like you know good entry here. So I don't mind to take it here. Yeah. Sorry. No, I'm not sharing nothing. Just speaking. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to say I took an intraday sell on AUD card. Um, Price is like 1 pips above my entry, just 1 to 1. Yeah. Uh, so if we notice what we have here, is that we have um, a price action on gold. So it looks like a breakout and a deep retest for now. And why I say that is because of we've been having this price push, and we do remember we mentioned about how gold is creating this movement right here. And so we have a breakout, and that breakout may decide to push back up to the upside on gold. So instead, we can look at gold as price trading this way. So that gives us still what we need, and so we can look at gold, or we can focus on this huge channel here on 15 minutes. So knowing that we had a breakout and we had a retest. Remember when we had this breakout here, we had a deeper retest as well. So we also have similar here, that we had a breakout and a retest, and price still now creating a double bottom. So we need price to come down, or we need price to go up. But right now, the price is favoring the upside, and the momentum, the fundamental may switch the direction a bit. Yeah. So we want to be aware that if that happens, that does not mean that we are falling. It means that price may be coming back to retest this territory here, and only for price to reverse back up maybe. So we want to be aware of that. So I'm saying that we should be alert to know not to hold our trade and thinking that price will just keep falling. And when it keeps falling, nothing is guaranteed right now. Why? Because price is trading in an up channel. Until when prices broke out, we know the rules. So you need to stay ahead of that decision. Don't get distracted from the market noise during that time or later this week. In fact, next week as well. So because I don't have the line doesn't mean that I am not saying that. So I just have to remind you. So we know that our main target that we are looking for as a short-term sell is 2758 we mentioned um, yesterday and 2 days ago. And if we buy above, we are looking at 2800 and above. Our overall target is nearing anyway 3000. So let's see. Another thing I would like to remind you is that take it easy today. Whatever fundamental wants to do, take it easy today. Tomorrow is there. In fact, tonight is there. I'm watching the market as well. There is a possibility of a great opportunity, even though it may be a short-term swing, but we can capitalize some of our uh, profitability towards that direction. So, but let market do whatever it wants to do. They are violating some territories, and I can see that coming. That no matter how it is, we just have to give it to the market to do that, and we don't want to be in that situation, even though we cannot escape it, but we can see. So we have to avoid. So, for example, uh, Euro NZD, Euro AUD, they could be potentials, and some other assets as well. So if we miss some, doesn't mean that we cannot get in others. But I understand some of you trade are restricted. You don't trade too much of pairs, yeah. So, which gives you also the opportunity to focus on your pairs. But should you have account that you do follow based on my trades, then you should understand that your account will definitely be smiling soon. Yeah. We want market to come to us. We are not chasing the market. So before I go quiet for some time, I'm I'm I will be going long on AUD USD for a short intraday swing. Uh, I mean, short term buy. Yeah. So if I see the price advancing, my overall target will be 66 uh, 19 for AUD USD. 6619. Then if GBP USD, I would consider um, taking it as well, and my target would be 1.3137. 3137. That will be my area of target for GBP. Even though we have target up, and if NZD USD chooses to push as well, um, I'm looking at same target to above, which is buy trades. Yeah. So um, for NZD JPY 6091. I'm looking at 6091. I'm looking at as target 6091. 6091 as NZD USD target today. And if fundamental goes opposite, well, I'm not gonna be in that trade then. So we see. Excuse me. So 15 minute just closed below 15 minutes, same that we have last week, yesterday, and on gold. And yet, it's still trading below 2 days ago, above 2 days ago low. So we are expecting now that 15 minutes have closed, but I haven't seen half an hour or 1 hour with the same correlation. Okay, this rectangle finally half an hour closed below, but we haven't seen 1 hour. So the concept there is that we can only assume uh, aggressive. We know this what this market is all about. So instead, what we should do is to exercise some patience, and knowing that we have um, the PMI coming up soon for Chicago, which is minor, but I believe it may be effective. So it is likely that 1 hour is ready to take the advantage. So which may end up as a sell trade, I suppose. So we want to patiently wait. There is no rush. So while we're waiting, let me share with you my entries. And just to be clear, can you all still see me and hear me loud and clear, right? We Because I noticed we haven't been buffering since. So yeah, that's strange. That 2 days ago we were, yesterday we were, and now we haven't, and nothing changes at all. Still the same. So I'm not sure why it's that happening. So, but anyway, we'll see. So I am longing NZUSD. Um, as you can see from my chart, I'm longing NZUSD. Euro JPY, I am doing a reversal sell here. However, I'm hoping that Euro JPY may also do something and go up first and come back down. But because of the Euro being strong, we may be affecting Euro JPY, as JPY is a bit weaker from the fundamental that came out overnight. So if I'm looking at a short-term sell here, possibly back to the lower side, and maybe tomorrow we may advance price to the upside or sell. I'm looking at the short-term reversal here, knowing that price already broke yesterday low and 2 day low as well, or 2 days has been broken. So I'm hoping for a retest and clean up this little balance here and take advantage of the sell trade. That's what I'm hoping for, GPY. Um, and so, let me start from the left to the right. So GBP AUD, I am looking for a sell trade. I may be looking for a sell trade now. I may jump in a sell trade, as mentioned before. My target would be 1.9563 GBP AUD, 1.9563. So I'm just waiting for this 1 hour to close before I jump into that sell trade. And so I want to do one to one, so my stop loss may be a bit wider. So I'm targeting 1.9546, which is somewhere around here, and my stop loss is 1 to 1. GBP AUD, let me put it down again. And so CAD CHF, CAD fundamental just came out. So I'm longing in CAD CHF already. AUD CHF, I'm in the buy trade. Still, you can see my entry. My target is at around 0.5742. 5742. Yeah. I'm in oil already. I'm in a buy trade, Brent oil, and AUD JPY. I'm looking for a sell trade. There's no opportunity for now, but I'm looking for a sell trade. NZCHF, I'm gonna wait for this 1 hour to close, and I may decide to go jump on this trade for a buy trade as well. I'm looking for a buy trade to the upside for NZD CHF. AUD USD, I'm in a buy trade already. I'm looking at a buy trade here, taking it to the upside as mentioned before. Euro JPY I mentioned already. Euro CHF, I'm in a buy trade, as you may know, and all are doing well right now. But I do need price to close at least probably today, if possible today, for price to close above what was it again? 94.40. 94.40. I do want price to close above that territory. My USD card, a short USD card, even though USD card has been progressing, but I'm hoping that the PMI coming out soon won't move the price. Um, yeah, so I'm still looking forward to a continuation sell. So I believe the fundamental coming out will drive the price to the opposite and positive and negative. So looking forward to that. GBP NZD and the sell trade as well. Looking at 1-to-1 here. So I'm focusing on the possibility of head and shoulders here, which may push price to the downside. GBP USD, no trade for now. Euro card, we may see another progress to the upside, in fact. So I'm holding on to Euro card, doing nothing for now. Euro NZD, I'm expecting price to push higher. So my stop losses are above my last entry that I expect price to push. Yet price may decide to come down today. Um, So Palladium is trying to take a reversal back to the upside based on where I would like to get entered. So I entered, and US 30 I mentioned that is weaker, so we may see continuation sell here. In fact, I may jump into the US 30 as a sell trade. I'm not sure. So I sold overnight. I closed up by just a little bit profit, and I'm waiting to see what it will look like. Then I will be surprised if GBP join US Fed, but at the same time, price may be coming down for just a retest of this support level here and maybe bounce back up to the upside. So gold is about to close below that territory, so definitely as it close right now, 1 hour, I will be going in for a sell trade. But the only difference is that last low hasn't been breached yet. So last low haven't been breached yet. So we still have this low haven't been taken out yet. So if we see that on um, um, so we can take this based on our own risk management. As suppose that we have a nice bearish setup price action here, and the price is trying to refuse to close below this week right here, even though it seems to be reliable to jump on that trade. So kind of a bit skeptical jumping into this trade, knowing that we're still trading below yesterday low for gold. So we wish that price come down. So I won't be surprised if gold just come down and just push back up. Yeah, for this reason. So I'm so push on. So now USD CAD closes as a nice engulfing bearish breakout to the downside, as you can see. So it is likely that we may be looking at finally a sell trade here to the downside for USD CAD. Yeah, Euro AUD the same thing as well. We may see a short term sell here for Euro AUD. I think we still have a bit more to go for Euro AUD. Yes, we still have a bit more to go. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I mentioned Euro CHF already. So Euro CHF is still progressing. Um, I think the momentum still stands as a buy trade. Yeah. So the expectation is to continue to look for a buy trade to the upside, and we finally have a breakout from this um, falling wedge right here, which is also sort of so we expect we may push higher, and of course we'll be collecting back profits as price goes up. So this is AUD card. I was in AUD card intraday. Stop loss did not hit, and I'm just waiting to see. Although price went my way over 50%, but I wasn't available to manage it. So price is back against me now. I will leave it alone and see what it does. At JPY, I'm expecting a sell trade, but I jumped in too early. So hopefully price may go up and come down and close below here. So if that's the case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase my stop loss to 199.50, allowing price to hit my target sell trade and possibly come back down. Or price may decide to close this perimeter today and come back up to retest and push back down. So I'm looking forward to that. Yet, price may advance to the upside and take advantage. Depends on how the market digests GBP. So we never know. GBP may just grow strength within a few hours. So let's see. Yet, JPY was like I mentioned before. JPY lose strength a bit. So I'm hoping that we may see advanced price. Yeah. CHJPY still trading around. So I entered early. Um, Hoping that price may drop, but at the same time, price looks like coming back to retest. What I'm looking at is price, taking out these two price zone here. Even though we know that price may want to do, um, price just want to come down, retest, and push back up and continue to trade to the upside. But we are due for correction to the downside. So, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So now that we have a breakout, I'm expecting a continuation as well. So I'm entering at the R, hoping that price will reverse to the downside. And after this double top, uh, so this double top here also have a neckline, and the double top part length hasn't been reached yet. So hopefully price will return to the downside. USD I waited, and Euro USD, I jumped in Euro USD, hoping that price will push further to the upside. Even though we have a retest to the downside, but Euro USD may choose to push higher today and come back later this week or next tomorrow or next week for a retest to the downside. So I'm hoping to see that. Yeah, you know, Euro USD may shoot even higher. Depends on how the market looks at the momentum volume in the market today. Because we also have something that we'll be looking at here, which is also a breakout of this falling channel. Because, market just keep falling, and we finally have a breakout retest of it. So we may be going towards we may be going towards 1.0935, 1.0935 uh, as target, or maybe even higher than that. Yeah. All right. So that's it from my own hand here, based on what I'm thinking market will do. Yeah. So I would push back to gold and see where we're at. So gold pushed lower than expected. Gold pushed lower. So I'll be taking a sell trade here. Okay, this was a late entry for gold. We took a late entry for gold, and yet, even though a 15-minute did not confirm closing below that line yet, 15-minute did not confirm that, but we assume that there is a possibility that we're having a short-term momentum here to the downside, and we want to take advantage of that sell. And where our breakout is, we still have I still have the privilege that if price retest, price may not um, reach my stop loss area zone. Yeah, you're right. I'm shocked too that the um, the the net it's not buffering, because I know it for sure. It's not the internet. It's not the computer, and so I'm not sure why it's happening that way. For cat CHF, I'm gonna type in my parameters for you so you can have it as reference. because I have different target price, but they're all between the parameter of that TP, but my stop loss is the same, 88. Yeah. So if this 15 minutes can close below, that is an improved sentiment to our aggressive approach. Even though we don't have a clear correlations, but we can now have at least, we know that we have um, lower lows, higher lows here. So even if the price retest, maybe retesting just a breakout because that area is now a resistant level right now. So price may hold back and go for the target and before moving back up. Okay. So but there is not enough correlations yet, and there is a fundamental coming in half an hour, exactly half an hour, which may um, reverses the price. So if 30-minute deceives us and do not close below this parameter we're talking about, then we don't have enough uh, clarity yet. Even if we have that correlation, it is likely that it doesn't mean that price may not cannot still reverse. So we can only see that price is retesting 2 days low and may take that as an approach as 1 hour or 4 hour closes, and we may see it as a double bottom, and this will now become a neckline territory for us and for a buy trade. And so if that's the case, well, that is a sentiment for us to go for a buy trade as well at some point later. At least we have 5 minutes, 15 minutes doing the same thing now. So we can only take this as a scalp um, method. And so if price go our way and we have momentum bearish pushing to the downside on 15 minutes and lower time frame. Yeah. My AUD card returned back to 75%, so I'm going to break even and allow the price to go hit TP hopefully this time for my AUD card. Whereas my JPYs, I am looking at serious sell here, so hopefully we can get that as well. USD card, um, and the USD card continue to drop, yes, but for how long? So we want to know that for now, for me, I am going to break even because in the next 35 minutes, we do have the final fundamental, which I believe may create. So we don't want to assume that price will just keep dropping, and we know um, USD card has been doing these, higher highs, higher lows for the past weeks now. So a big correction needs to be, and this is where we are now. So of course I am selling towards 1.3809, 1.3809 for USD card. But I prefer to break even now and see if price should come and take me out or continue to push massively to the downside. And if that's the case, there is more entry that we may use as a scalp. Yeah. Okay, USD card, AUD card is about to hit my TP, and but I suspect that GBP USD will sell, and if GBP USD sell, Euro GBP may be pushing higher from tomorrow. So we don't want to get trapped, and if that, we can take the opposite direction. and so therefore GBP USD may sell um, than what we expected. So if GBP sells, then it is likely that other may sell as well. They may push lower and lower and lower. But right now, I haven't seen any reason. But before today's end, we will see some correlations. Well, I am not glitching. I don't know. Does anybody feel that maybe it's your connection? On my own end, I am not. So let's listen to the price, how the price are um, reacting to the movement and the fundamental we have today. I suspect we have USD and being a strong pair for now, and that is why I'm considering what NZUSD, AUDUSD would like to do going forward. I wouldn't be surprised that if Euro also follow as well. So that is why Euro created a pushback to the upside, do some correction above, and possibly follow as well. But I believe GBP may seems to be the weakest. Yet um, everything may be changed within hours. You may see price just push higher aggressively as well. So, so finally, we may have our 30-minute closing below this territory. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move my stop loss. I'm going to move my stop loss um, to above these 15 minutes right here, which I just did. I'm going to leave it a bit. And so what percentage is this? So I'm going to leave it to 25%, 0.25%. Um, so it will be above this 15-minute candle. So I'm using momentum trailing for now, hoping that the next candle may give us momentum as well. Then I will activate my trailing this time. Gold may sell further, but I'm not interested in the further sell. So as we approach in half an hour of ending this session, so is there any questions that you would like us to attend to? I am going to activate my trailing. Yes, it is possible for price to go to 2758. It is possible. And that is where, in fact, based on um, 2758, that is around where our target is, even though our target should be before, but that is what my calculation seems like. Yet, also, when we look at it as a double top right here, when we look at it as a double top, we, we can say that that area is still our area of target, but price may chooses to have its own pattern length already. But if we should look at it as a double top, we will say that area is still our target. So whatever price has done over 2 days now, it's correlating to why our target is being a reliable target to focus on. But the fundamental, like I said the other day, I mentioned that we have another opportunity below this target as well, that the price may come there, but we expect that price may go up based on the structure we had the other day. So we chooses to buy instead, but there is a possibility that price may come even lower than that to the downside. So having pending order may trigger the reason why stop loss um, stop loss will be hit if price go a bit deeper, because the fundamental we have now may, and we are, this is a month end. So now what happened to us yesterday may be what is about to happen again. So I will be looking to close my trade manually, or because in around 10 minutes time we will have that second fundamental. But my hope is that price would push it down, and in fact price may come back to retest this breakout and push down as well. So it is optional. But if the next 15 minutes closes like this, bearish, I believe if we have a retest to this breakout, we may continue to the downside. Why? Is because three consecutive 15 minutes is now is trading below. So we may see it as breakout retest continuation. That is what we should assume it as. That if we have this, we may have breakout return. In fact, may push higher and pushes back. So I'm saying that you don't have to, if you want to, it's up to you. You don't have to leave, you don't have to move your stop loss as trailing. You can always leave it where it is, knowing that if price come back, it may push back, so you don't have to regret it. But you know that I'm working with a very strict risk management based on this challenge account here. So, and that is why I am very, very cautious with the trade I'm taking. When our account, this challenge account gets to account where we can now have, of obviously soon. By the time it gets to 900, that is when we can do our 0.02. So that will give us edge. So right now I am going to break even. So that I can concentrate on other pairs that I would like to see. Now, remember I mentioned on the channel that most of these trades, they are intraday, like AUD USD, NZD USD. Don't forget about that. I did warn about that. So therefore, the fundamental coming few minutes could be the one that will take those prices to the downside as well. So you should understand that when you see such, you have to exit from the market, wait for the market to decide, get to where you feel like going into the trade. But for me, I'm confident with what I have right here, knowing that if the price, does what it wants to do based on fundamental, there is other alternatives, and I will use the alternative um, later when the market settled, tomorrow or next week. We will see. But for now, I'm using an aggressive approach that the fundamental will be positive, um, and the result will be negative, whereas it will be positive for the USDs. Yeah. So the price is about to hit TP. So, but I'm okay with my trailing, and let's see how far this will push. Okay, the good news is that um, the fundamental itself um, is negative, so yet market needs to decide how they want to bring the price. So because that yet it does not really impact the whole um, economy itself. So but which could be a small advantage towards a short-term sentiment. Yet, whatever is about to happen today may still be against some of the USD pairs, or could be something else. So, GBP USD may be in a sell trade. So, if you do see a possible price pushing down below a territory, it will be good for us to go in for a sell trade. Just as we did with gold, yeah. So we allow it to break below um, yesterday low. If we see GBP below yesterday low, that is a good sentiment to go in for a sell trade. And so we can take it further below what we posted in the channel that we expect a, a, a deep price within that stop out price. So I'll be looking forward to that. And so therefore, Euro GBP, I may close my trades because the next thing that will happen is that price will go against us. So instead, I will focus on JPYs, selling JPYs, most of the JPYs, and then manually close some of the trades. Okay, gold is about to hit TP. I'm not sure. Okay, you can see that. And our trailing is running behind the same, and so therefore our TP should be smashed. But because of the spread, there you go. So we just booked this trade, and it is likely that the momentum may continue because of doing this level. Yet we have no support level here, and the pattern length has reached as well. But don't forget that we did mention that we have another parameter below this current parameter here. There is another target that gold may be looking targeting, and which is around 2740, 2740, I believe so. Yeah, 2740 is where I would expect. We mentioned that a few days back. 27, yeah, 40, yeah. So around here, we expect, if this support breaks, yeah, then we are looking at another support level at 2740 that gold may be targeting. So, so part of our trade that was taken yesterday, we're able to make it back, and we need one more trade, but I would ignore that for now. is pushing down, and if GBP USD do so GBP USD is pushing down, and so that is a sentiment why we should be going in for a sell trade. Yeah, in the next few minutes we may see this price come down here, so that is a good entry to go in for a sell trade, GBP USD. So a few more minutes, and I will take a sell trade for GBP USD. It is also good to be aware of what the market can do. What we have here, because even though we know what is happening here, remember I did mention about positive, that this could be a short-term positive for uh, the market. So the market may be looking at closing this up, okay, and GBP USD, and take approach back to the upside. That can be possible too. So when we jump in that trade or a sell trade, we should understand that this may continue selling throughout today and possibly tomorrow, in fact. Or the market may chooses to do an engulfing back to the upside. So yet we also have head and shoulders right now that we are looking at in with GBP USD. So price closing below here in few minutes time, closing this gap up, may give us a sentiment of why we should be selling, and we can put our stop loss below to above today's high, hoping that price will give us continuation to the downside. So we can use that sentiment. Yeah. So for me, I would not, yeah, this momentum reverses, yes. So I will not bother myself, trading this pair, regardless sell. Now today, all I'll be waiting for is price to come back here. And if it does, or tomorrow, then I might look for a buy trade. Yet, if this price pushes down, fine, fine. And because it did close below yesterday low, that's fine. But at the same time, um, let me see with it. Okay, so yesterday low we have GBP close below right here. Um, Yet our H4 did not close below, did not close below. So, and we have similarity here. We have our price close below days back as well, and price suddenly just reversed to the upside. And so we may be in an expansion phase right now. Okay, that is what I'm thinking. Market may be doing. You see that? So GBP may end up in expansion phase. Who knows? Right? And for us to be trading, yeah. Yet we know that we have a target below. We know that anyway. So I will leave that for the market to decide. If we trade below this expansion, then it will be okay to say, okay, let me now go in. But we can go in based on aggressive thought, sentiment that finally price closed below 3 days low right here. So we should go in for a sell trade, which is a good approach. Yeah. But we should understand that we are also in an expansion phase right now. So it is very important to have clarity in what we are doing, and so we know that uh, we know what to expect. Yeah. But by yesterday, I did mention about what I saw already anyway. That GBP is not looking nice, but GBP can use one day to correct those mistakes and pushes back to and correct itself and give us what we've been expecting. So that's why I don't want to fall for that. Whereas other pairs are moving, yeah. So I'm gonna ignore GBP for now. So let's see gold, where it is before we end this session. So gold finally closed below our support level. So which is we may be looking at this target here, 2740. So if we are trading momentum, that will be another entry for us to get into the trade. But as you know, I'm in a strict um, price that I'm looking at right now. Now, if you notice something as well, my balance is now 797. So, which we just have few more bucks to 800. And today is the end of the month, so which means that's like almost. I'm not sure to say that is like 70% in 1 month that we made um, to this challenge account. So I'm looking at November. If we can get to 900, then we can now start doing um, point 0.02 lot size. Yeah. So for those that are just joining, watching this video later, this account is actually for a 300K challenge that we are doing. We have other accounts that we trade behind the scene as well, but to let traders understand the power of market, understanding what you're doing, that you can actually make a living out of it. Yeah, that's the reason why we are doing this here. You don't usually find me on YouTube. I come on YouTube so that this journal can be there for historical, and traders can come back and check, what I was doing during that time, how I was thinking, and what actually happened. And so, therefore, I'll be doing more of this freestyle method of jumping into the session sometimes. In fact, sometimes on Monday as well, when I see my calendar, I would be jumping in and take in some trades and look at the market and tell a possibility of what some traders doesn't really talk about, discuss behind the scene. And but based on what I do best, I know what I do best. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm thinking. So, and that's what I was explaining during the GBP USD. What could be the likely of what may happen next? And so, most traders doesn't talk about it. They don't discuss this. So, the psychology behind what may be happening with traders, professional traders, deciding to exit their trade or jump back in. We retail trader, we don't have some of the privilege that we have. I also know that there are also conversations in the past about footprints that traders normally talked about. However, yet with footprints, you still need a market structure. You still need a market pattern to understand, to have that correlations. So therefore, there is nothing, I also understand that traders, always ask, come and learn from me, come and learn from me. So I do say that if you make enough money in the market, why would you be, begging someone to come and to come and learn from you? I understand this opportunity of another business, but there is nothing to force someone to do. If they can, they will. If they cannot, no problem. But you should understand that when you focus on trading, focus on what you do as a professional trader, you can make more than what they're going to be paying you. But of course, if you have the privilege, and why not take the approach? So I do understand this concept. So therefore, I'm coming online to share my own understanding and my perspective, but I'm not against anyone. Um, so, coming back to what we're discussing as we see what is happening here, before I leave, also know that gold also break out here. So, gold may spend some time here today, tomorrow, in fact, or may hit the target first. After hitting the gold may slow down and come back for a retest. And tomorrow, maybe we may get a sell or we may get a pushback up. We don't know yet. But tomorrow, I'm not usually trading on Friday, so I'm not sure if I will be online to put anything out. But I do know that if market hit here today, it is likely that market may slow down. If the market hit 2740, so we may get a buy to the upside. But don't forget that there is an imbalance right here. So if we have a pending order for a buy trade, in fact, I may do a pending order now uh, in favor that gold may push back to the upside. Let me do that right now uh, before. So buy limit right here. I'm gonna put it below a little bit so that when it reaches this imbalance, we may be able to get a nice. So I'm gonna do 1% stop loss as usual, and what I'm looking at is this support above here, which is now our resistance, and see the price is at 2758, 2758. Yeah, 2758. Oh, that's almost 2%. No problem. Yeah. Um, okay, let's see. Let's see what happened. Okay. All right, traders. I am going to leave you now. Okay, and you can watch this later if you have any question. Of course, let's wait and see. Um, and don't forget to share this video with other traders or communities out there. And all right, I'll leave you for now, traders, and bye for now. And congratulations to your profits.